It's a busy weekend for True Blue fans. The Wildcats basketball team took care of business this afternoon in the rivalry matchup against the Louisville Cardinals. Meanwhile, the football Cats are in Orlando getting ready for their New Year's Day bowl game. We start out our True Blue coverage with Charlie Walter at the KFC Yum Center.
We all know Kentucky has a roster full of freshmen, but it did not faze them in their first true road game. This was an absolutely rowdy environment. Didn't faze the Cats whatsoever. They lead just about wire-to-wire fashion, and they take down Louisville 71-58 and improve to 10-2 on the season. The star of the show, Tyler Hero. How about 24 points? He was doing it all for Kentucky today. A crisp 10 of 13 shooting, 4 of 6 from deep. He also chipped in 5 rebounds for the Cats. Hero was splendid in his first true road game. This game looked like it was going to be a track meet at the start, and then Kentucky really clamped down defensively, held a double-digit lead just about the entire second half, and cruised to the 71-58 win. Coach Cal now 10-2 against the Louisville Cardinals.
My latest message, and it's just as much a holiday message to them, if you create opportunities for others, you're going to create more opportunities for yourself. If you create opportunities for others, you'll create more opportunities for yourself. A little bit spiritual, but it pertains to basketball too.
I think every game, we're all trying to create opportunities for each other. And, Coach said the more opportunities you create for someone else, the more you'll get for yourself. So I think, just continuing to, be a willing passers, like you said, and we'll be all right.
Well, after an exhilarating road win like that, all you want is some more Kentucky basketball, and it seems like after every Kentucky game, you got to wait an entire week. That's what we have to do again. Next Saturday, the Cats are back in action against the Alabama Crimson Tide on the road. But until then, we do have a massive game down in Florida. That's where we find Eli Gain and Keith Farmer.
Yeah, thanks, Charlie. We are in Orlando, where Kentucky went through another practice at West Orange High School. Really only 2 more days of preparation before that New Year's Day bowl game against Penn State. A lot of players, we like to single them out. They kind of like being singled out, but when we do it, they also like to give credit to those guys around them that are also making them better.
Yeah, and one of those guys is Lynn Bowden, the wideout for UK, to Terry Wilson. Bowden has been a huge factor for Wilson this season. Leads the team in catches with over 60, over 600 yards receiving, but that's not the only thing he does. This guy does things in all sorts of phases, but that big thing is with that quarterback Terry Wilson, who is playing in his first bowl game ever. And so when we talked to Bowden today, he described his relationship with Wilson. It was very cliched, but very funny nonetheless.
It's like a peanut butter and jelly relationship. You can't hide the peanut butter without the jelly. Me, I love peanut butter and jelly, so I know how it's like. Me and Terry, he first got here, we really wasn't that close, so right now I can tell you, like, he a brother to me, and I just found out I was older than him yesterday, so now I got some room to pick with him.
And coming up later in sports, UK defensive coordinator Matt House talks about the importance of a couple of young freshmen in Tuesday's game.
Kylan, back to you.
Well, the weather looks a lot nicer down there in Florida than back here in Kentucky. They need sunglasses. That says it all. A chilly start to the weekend here.